A little before I turned 50, the strangest thing happened. I turned into a morning person, in the worst possible way. On the bright side, I also became a little bit more like world famous supermodel Bella Hadid. But I'll get to that in a minute. You see, I had always been a night owl. Sleep late, drag me out of bed and fill me with coffee kind of guy. Blissfully sleeping until noon, every chance I got. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, I had a minor panic attack in a museum in Madrid. And then everything kind of shifted and I started waking up anxious every morning. So how it works for me is that my brain used to be a diesel engine. It started slow and took time to warm up. I was groggy in the morning, but I was also kind of blissfully out of it. Now, I'm an EV. My brain goes from asleep to awake in an instant. There's just a moment of void or calm, and then my brain kind of kicks into overdrive with just thoughts kind of racing. I call it the churn, and apparently Bella Hadid has it too, which if you think about it isn't all that surprising, because I am so abnormally physically attractive that me and Bella Hadid are basically the same person. Also, feeling anxious in the morning is pretty common. So if this is something that you struggle with, you can take some comfort in the knowledge that even somebody as incredibly globally famous as me has the same problem. And Bella Hadid too, I guess. Now, she said that she was talking about her anxiety because she wanted to show her fans, and I quote, "how fucking dumb I look in the morning." And I think that is something that a lot of people can relate to. My morning anxiety can make it hard for me to concentrate first thing in the morning. And so, to help me avoid standing in my kitchen and staring off into space and looking really fucking dumb, I have actually written out my morning routine in a list, color-coded, that gets me moving, keeps me on track, and which I actually have to check several times every morning. I start off by drinking a big old glass of water. It's an exceptionally simple, linear task, so I'm setting the bar pretty low and going for an easy win. Then I actually get moving with a basic stretching routine, kind of like a lazy man sunrise salute. I've added in some old man exercises with giant rubber bands. And then I do some balancing on one foot, because apparently that's the key to living forever. After all of that, I'm usually functional enough to make breakfast. I have the same breakfast every day to keep things simple. If for some reason you want to know more about my breakfast and why I think nutritionists are idiots, well, you're in luck because I made a video about that, and you'll be able to link to it up in the corner or down in the description. After breakfast, I feed my dog, and then I get him out for a walk, and I get myself some exercise and fresh air in the process, and hopefully some sunshine. When I get back from the walk, I brush my teeth, maybe hop in the shower, and that's about it. The whole ordeal takes about an hour. After that, I fire up the computer and start my workday. Most mornings, I do feel much better by the time I start work. And while I think my morning routine does help, mostly I think it just keeps me productive and busy and occupied until the anxiety mostly passes on its own, instead of lying there and wallowing in the churn. That would be my advice to you and to Bella Hadid. As much as humanly possible, avoid wallowing. Also, apparently avoiding caffeine and alcohol seems to help, but mostly it's the wallowing thing. I like to try and keep busy when I'm feeling anxious, and relax when I'm feeling good. Otherwise, it's not actually that relaxing. So I don't really lie around in bed in the mornings that much anymore, although I am absolutely still up for an afternoon nap, or just kicking back on the couch after lunch and maybe playing chess or listening to music. If you deal with anxiety in the morning, I would love to hear in the comments section if your experiences are similar to mine or if they're different, and also what you found that works to help you get through the morning. If you've enjoyed this video, please do tickle that like button so that YouTube knows how awesome I am. So I may have become the thing that I've always detested the most in this world, a world famous supermodel. No, a morning person. That's what I wanted to say, a morning person. But I'm making it work, and at least I'm not chipper. It's a weird word, chipper. I don't think I could stand it if I was chipper. If you're interested in learning more about my morning routine, then you can watch this video next. Or if you don't already follow my channel, you can click up here to subscribe. It's free. As ever, I'll put information down in the description for different ways that you can support my channel if that's something that you'd be interested in. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.